this is David. Welcome back to the channel. As always, please remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. I would really appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, and I appreciate everybody for tuning in. So we're back from a much needed break. I hope everyone's enjoying the holidays and spending time with your family, friends, whatever the case may be. Everybody needs a little, that break and that family time. But yeah, man, we jumping right back in it. This video is not going to be a long video, I don't believe, but we hit a milestone. We hit a milestone. I want to come to you guys and share the good news with you. We have finally hit 100 shares of Apple. So I wanted to go through that journey, share that little process with you guys, and see where we go from here. What's next on the list. But hey, hitting that 100 shares of Apple, man, that's been a goal of mine for this past year, for longer than a year actually. But we really tuned in, we really honed in on that. As you've seen from previous videos, from our Apple challenge, that I wanted to get to 100 shares of Apple by the end of the year, really. So, and we was able to accomplish that. So I'm gonna pull up the sheet here, and we're gonna go through it and just kind of see how we got to those 100 shares. Because I did some things I said I wasn't going to do, but I'll go over that. Hey, we did accomplish that goal. So let's jump right into it and see where we at here. So bam. So we go back up to the top here. You see, this is our tracker for our road to 100 shares of Apple, right? We started this journey back in December of 2023. And at the beginning of this journey, we had 91.357 shares of Apple. We have purchased a total so far in this challenge of 8.725 shares. We are currently, even before that, we spent a total so far during this challenge of $1,880.45 during this Apple challenge. So as you see, shares needed to reach 100. We are in the negative now. Why? Because we have reached 100 shares of Apple. So let's scroll down here. Like you see, here's the dates of purchase. Here's our dollar purchases. Here's our share amount we purchased. And, this is the current share rundown of our 100 shares of Apple. And it was just a tracker for me to see and track the progress that we made during this time. So as you see, just like the average person, right? Anybody can do this. Anybody can find $10, $14, $100, $20, $9, $8, $14, dollars to invest into something, right? You have that money laying around. So that's why I'm a big advocate of the stock market. I encourage everyone to invest in some way, shape, or form into the stock market, because it's not only for the rich, it's for the average person. So if you're not investing, if you're not putting your money to work, you're missing out, and it could be something critical later on down the road. But anyway, let's go down here. So I haven't shared with you guys lately my progress, so we're going to just start back from around November. And November, you see we had a dividend reinvestment of $24.13, which brought us to 96.709 shares. On the 18th, we did make a $9 purchase here, which gave us 0.043 shares, brought us to 96.752. And you can track the progress here. The 22nd, we made a purchase. The 29th, we made a purchase. On the 9th, we made 2 purchases. And as you see right here, this is the purchase that got us to our 100 shares of Apple. So we've had 100 shares of Apple since December 9th. And we bought 3 shares that day because I wanted to go ahead and get to the goal of 100 shares. So with this purchase, as you see, it was a $739 purchase. I usually don't do purchases like that. So what did I do? I did sell some of my VOO for profit and use that cash to purchase 3 shares of Apple. Like, man, why'd you sell your VOO? Why? Well, I love VOO. Don't get me wrong. I love VOO, but I did want to switch uh, into SPYLG. Yeah, I think SPYLG. So we'll track S&P 500 as well, just like VOO does. And it's a little bit lower share, a lot lower share. And I'm going to build those shares back up. So, but I wanted to get to my 100 shares of Apple. So I have VOO in the same account as I do my Apple. So I did sell some VOO. I did purchase 3 shares of Apple. That gave us 100 shares of Apple, which we have now met our goal. And we've exceeded our goal because we're still buying. As you see on the 13th, we did $9.94. On the 20th, we did a $5 purchase. 27th, we did a $4.84 purchase. So we're sitting at 100.082 shares of Apple. So we are past the 100 share goal. We've accomplished that 100 shares, and we are now on to the next goal. So I think short-term purposes, for short-term purposes, I think our next goal is going to be 105 shares. And I think for 2025, we're going to look to get by the end of 2025 to have 105 shares of Apple. So let's change this here. We're going to change this 100 shares. We're going to change to 105, right? And then we're going to go into our formula here. We're going to change this 100 to 105. So, bam, now we are 4.918 shares away from our next goal of 105 shares of Apple. And that's what we're going to work on in 2025. So we're not going to stop buying Apple. We're going to keep buying Apple, and we're going to just try to increase our position. And what else? What else are we doing with our 100 shares? We are now receiving covered call income. So I just didn't want to get to 100 shares of Apple just to say I got 100 shares. We have now started selling covered calls, and it's allowing us to earn more income in this portfolio. So in this particular portfolio, I have 100 shares of Amazon, I have 100 shares of Google, and I have 100 shares of Apple. And I am now collecting covered call income on all 3 of those positions because I do have 100 shares, and they do offer nice premium for me to be able to collect covered call income. So that was one of the goals I wanted to why I wanted to get 100 shares of Apple. So now I can now collect covered call income. And with the covered call income, I'm able to build up other positions in the portfolio. So now I'm working on building up my Tesla position. I have the SPYLG position because I did sell VOO. So we're going to be working on building up that position. We're going to be working on building up our JEPQ position, which I also have in this portfolio. So a lot of things we can do with the covered call income, as well as I am buying more Google, or I'm buying more Amazon, and I'm buying more Apple, as you can see. So to be able to have that 100 shares and now be able to collect covered call income, it's going to allow me to continue to grow this particular portfolio. So that was the goal. So, but yeah, this was a great accomplishment. 100 shares of Apple. And it's not easy, right? Apple's not cheap. Money's not just, growing on trees, right? So to be able to be consistent in this particular goal, as you see, doesn't take what it takes is consistency, right? You set a goal. That's why I like the investing challenges. You set a goal for yourself. You come up with a plan and you execute the plan. And you just keep executing, you keep executing, you keep executing. And these 91 shares turns into 100 shares. And, before long, the 100 shares will turn to 105 shares, 105 shares will turn to 110 shares. Your dividend reinvestments will be bigger. As you see, 22.37 here, 23.56 here, 23.90 here. 24.13, and it's going to just continue to grow, right? So the dividend payouts, they get reinvested. I can buy more shares, and that's just the snowball effect that investing does for you. Just imagine this is just one position, but if you have other positions, you're doing the same thing, or you have dividend positions that's doing the same thing, you'll start seeing that your portfolio grow pretty rapidly. So, and that's the goal, right? This is not the only position that I invest in. I invest in a lot of positions, which I expect the same outcome. So, but yeah, I think this was pretty good, man, to buy 8 shares during this challenge and get to our 100 shares. I thought that was pretty amazing. So, but yeah, that's just an update on the 100 share challenge. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, man. This was a big accomplishment for me. I have some other investing goals I'm doing. I talk about. You'll see a video come out with SCHD and SCHG. Doing some great things with that investing challenge. So, and it's others that that we work on. So, this is the beauty of investing. Allows you to grow your position, your net worth, be involved in the stock market, which is, I think the stock market is the equalizer for the common person. So, if you're not investing, you might want to rethink that in 2025. I don't know which way the market's going to go. We have a new administration coming into the office, so nothing's guaranteed, of course. So, but if you look at the history over time, the S&P, the Nasdaq, you probably want to have your hands involved in that in some particular form or fashion. So, but yeah, man, that's pretty much it, man. We have a lot of things brewing for 2025, but being able to reach 100 shares of Apple, man, was really, really important for me. Let me know what you guys think. Give me some feedback in the comments. I always appreciate it. And but that's it, man. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're looking to start your year off with investing, if you need to start a portfolio, let me know. Drop some, like I said, drop some feedback in the comments. I have some links if you want to get started investing as well. But that's it, man. I appreciate you guys being patient with me coming off this long break. But we're going to be back on it pretty often. Be on the lookout. Be on the lookout for the December dividend income as we wrap up 2024. We had a lot of great things accomplished with our dividend portfolio, with some goals we had set. And 2025 is going to be a big year with our dividend income. And I think we're just getting started. So until next time, guys, I will talk to you guys later.